I figured I want to make sure I get an opportunity to talk to you before I go for my daily errands. I know there's so many people going through so much as it relates to anger or violence in their home. This month is supposed to be breast cancer awareness month, as well as domestic violence month. But I want to put this out there that, as I said earlier on in one of my messages, that I'm not going to take this month just to be a month of an anniversary month for us to talk about issues. I think we should talk about issues every day because so many people are going through these issues. And one of the things I want to talk about today is, what is that hanging on your tree? Many of us have so many fruit of the Spirit hanging on us that is not of God. That is the fruit of the Spirit that's out of our flesh, I'd like to say. But the fruit of the Spirit that is of God is very important that we look at. That's why I'm titling this, what is that hanging on your tree? With this little message this morning, I felt it was really necessary because so many people are hurting. Listen to me. There's been times in my life when I get up, all I can think about is what the person has said to me the day before or the last year. Many of you may be going through the voices of last year. And so I want you to look at the voice of last year and look at the fruit of the Spirit and see what is not of God that is hanging on your tree. Your tree of life, your tree of freedom, your tree of deliverance, your tree of liberty and salvation. Because many of us are going through so much, we forget about the fruit of the Spirit. And so you say, well, Dr. Murphy, why you need to ask about the fruit of the Spirit today? I'm going through financial situations. I'm going through stuff with my husband. I'm going through stuff with my children. I have lost my job. I'm angry at my friend, my sister, my brother, the boss, my pastor, first lady, whatever it is. We're now, right now, we got to look at, well, where am I? And one of the fruit of the Spirit that I love to always look at, that is two, love and long suffering. Those are real hard, aren't they? Especially when some people are just too hard and too difficult. But I want to share with you today as I begin to look at what Paul said in Galatians chapter 5, 22 to 23. He said the fruit of the Holy Spirit is a biblical term that sums up 9 attributes of a Christian life according to St. Paul in his letter to the Galatians. Now, what he was talking about are the different attributes of Christ. And he goes on to say, but the fruit of the Spirit is love. Not hate. Joy, peace, not confusion and turmoil. Forbearance. And here's the one I want to kick in for today. Kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Lord, self-control hits me upside the head every day. That's one of the fruit that I need to fight for every day because the enemy is trying to kill us, and probably you too, trying to kill us from overeating, eating the wrong way, and, just going out to eat all the time. We need to be trying to fix something healthy so that your body can stay strong to fight this fight of hell that's coming against us, especially if you're a leader. Now, I want to say this, my word for today, is for us to look at kindness. You can be kind and still not even want to talk to somebody who get on your nerves. We got to exercise kindness. We got to exercise being gentle and patient. But we got to look at kindness. Why? Because that's one area that the enemy tried to slip in so that we can go off, or how they say, read them their mail or read them their life so they can get back and know what your rights are. I know I'm talking to somebody. But this is the word I want to leave with you today. And then I want you to recite something with me regarding where you're going to go today as it regards loyalty to kindness, loyalty to love, loyalty to forgiveness. And a whole bunch of you who are watching me, you don't want to look at that because you think, oh, here's another word, what Dr. Murphy talking about now. Well, I'm talking about what we need to work on every day. And I said we, meaning me, because I'm telling you right now, sometimes I ain't trying to be kind. I want you out of my face. I want you to leave me alone. And I don't want to be kind when you come in my presence because I want you to move around, so the kids say. But I'm telling you right now, this is the hour that we got to say what it is. It ain't no heart. It's a spade. That dark spade in your heart has grown up to be an ugly fruit in your heart. That's why I'm asking you, in your heart tree, what is it hanging on your tree that is not good, that is holding you up? Yes, it will. It will hold you up until you pass the test of kindness. And so I know you may be going through this morning, so the Lord put this on my heart to share this with you. And so here's the message for today. There are many chances throughout our day to better ourselves. Yes, it is. A kind word or a generous thought towards a fellow worker, A family member, a loved one, even our children, can cause the person to respond in kindness. Gossip. Now here we go. Don't just try to act like they just talking and you just listening. No. Because once you gave them their ear to tell you the gossip, you're already in it. You're already in the clique. You're already a part of the mess because you allowed your ear to listen to the mess. So yeah, you talking about me too because you heard it. Because you allowed it to go on. So you wasn't kind enough. You wasn't loving enough to tell the person, I ain't trying to hear that. Whatever you got to say about Dr. Murphy, whatever you got to say about mama, whatever you got to say about the pastor, you need to go to them. That's what the Bible says. You got to not with your brother, your sister. You need to be talking to them. God first, so you can get prepared, so you can say it out of the fruit of the Spirit and out of love. Because we can correct one another. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to forbear, the burdens of one another. And forbear that hard thing that seems too hard for us to deal with concerning that person. But anyway, it goes on to say the gossip, the resentments, talking or just thinking maliciously about our friends, our family members, our children, our spouses, our boss, pastor, can bring us nothing more than a bowl full of discard and unhappiness. And so we must commit our loyalty to others by being generous to them in thought, word, and deed. We cannot expect any person, place, or thing to help us begin taking benevolent actions. We must do it ourselves. That means we got to demonstrate that fruit ourselves. It goes on to say, how do we accomplish this? We start each morning. That's why I'm here now. Starting with you. I'm joining in with you to fight the fight for my fruit of kindness. I'm sharing it with you. I want to be kind today. Don't grumble and complain. It goes on to say, we start each morning with a prayer and continue throughout the day with the same gratitude for life. I don't know about you, but I'm so grateful. See, gratefulness makes you kind. When you start thinking about the goodness of the Lord and what He's done for you, what He's done for you, you will think back and say, oh my God, you was graceful to me. You allowed me to rise up with all the hell in my heart toward them or toward her, to my wife and my spouse. You allowed me to get up with all that hell I went to bed with. I know I'm talking to somebody. You allowed me to get up with the activity of my limbs and my mind is sane. And, God, you're still good. He's so merciful. And this morning, His amazing grace is showing you that you need to look at that on your tree, that it's not kind. He goes on to say, you must have gratitude for your life. We experience a much greater joy when we realize that life itself is a blessing. And that true happiness is discovered when we share our love and our hopes and peace with others instead of our judgments and criticism. That's real. Too often we're ready to get in the clique and talk about what everybody else do, try to judge everybody, trying to say stuff, instead of us praying for that person. Yeah, I see Dr. Murphy was a little hard. I see Dr. Murphy's going through. I need to call and give her an encouraging word. Yeah, we may have had our differences. Maybe, she was real hard. Maybe she seemed to be a controlling, and maybe it's me. Maybe I think she's being controlled because I have been controlled all my life. So now I'm pouring that over on Dr. Murphy. She don't deserve that. Same thing. Maybe your wife don't deserve that. Maybe your pastor don't deserve that. Because some of the things that people have said to us, we that are born again and love God, some things God will allow us to continue until we understand that these are the things that He do not want us to spill over on others and not from what we've experienced. And so I know I'm talking to you. Today, I want you to vow that I am going to put my kindness on display. And so I'm about to leave the house. And kindness is hard when they cut you off on the freeway or driving like total idiots to like make you red. But we got to make sure we do the kindness of God. That means look the other way. Turn the other cheek. But what's most important is that you keep your heart soft. Because God is trying to test your character, your fruit, that you say that He lives in me. And so if He lives in you, then that kindness will start to radiate, not just for today, but every day. You will work on the kindness to make sure that your tree is not tainted so that it can grow. So you have a fruitful tree in your heart, that you are spilling over the love, the peace, all the gifts of this fruit of the Spirit, that is. Still start spilling over in the lives of those who Don't know why they don't like you, but today they kind of can tolerate you. That's love. That's kindness. Because now it has now spilled over on the haters. It spilled over on those that was difficult for you to get through with. So here we go, because my time is up. This is what we're going to say for today. Come on and repeat it after me. I know you may be crying. I know you may be going through it. You have a heart palpitation because you can't pay the bill, or you don't want to be kind because you're mad because maybe your spouse didn't give you the money to buy them pumps or that purse, or maybe you're just mad because you don't like how they're treating you at the church. You don't want to be kind to nobody. It's just get out of my face is always in your mind right now. Don't call me. Don't text me. I am mad. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I want you to repeat this after me, because if you just do this, start today, because we got to start somewhere. So we want you to start today. And this is what you're going to say to yourself. See, it's always starting with us. Say this to yourself, because I'm sure saying it to me when the Lord gave me this word this morning about what is that hanging on your tree. Yeah, what is that hanging on your tree? Because I know what I need to pull off and get refreshed. What about you? What about your secret stuff? So here we go. Repeat after me. Today, I will remember to count my blessings and bestow my loyalty and my kindness upon those I know and those I meet. Say it again. Today, we're talking about just for today. One day, one issue at a time. We got a whole bunch of stuff we need to be pulling up roots from these defiled fruits up. And so, say, today, come on, I will remember to count my blessings and bestow my loyalty. That means I'm going to pour over, I'm going to sow. Bestow my loyalty and kindness upon those I know and those I meet. Well, God bless you. I pray that you shake that thing off of your tree and begin to know that God is waiting on you. You ain't waiting on God. God is waiting on you to make a decision to shake those things that are on your tree that is not pleasing to Him. I pray that you allow yourself today to try not to tolerate, but to show the love that God is expecting out of us, because why? It is one of the fruits of His Spirit. Love you. Have a good day. A good week too. Be sure to share this link with somebody, because I know they're not being pretty kind right now. They're probably so angry and mad about a situation that only you can begin to let your light shine, so they can see that if she can be kind, I know I can do it. You can do it. Start now. Right there at work. Right there with your daughter, your son, your spouse. Start right now. Be kind. Be gentle. Be loving. Be forbearing. Right? Because none of us are where we need to be, but God is allowing us to shake this old tree so that we can have all that He would have us to be out of these fruit of the Spirit, that He can say, my son and my daughter, I am well pleased. So you don't have to go to bed tonight wondering, what if I had not said that? I think you need to give it some thought today. Shake the tree. Add kindness and love and peace in every environment that you go in today. Love you.